had $1 million and I was going to buy an airplane, this would be the airplane I would buy. So last October, my parents went to this couples dinner. At that couples dinner, the flight instructor was there. My parents got to meet him and his wife, and in December, I began trading work for flying instruction. And it was amazing because I didn't have to go, because usually getting your pilot's license will cost about $10,000 to $12,000. Most people take a loan and then go out to flight school. You know, it's a very expensive adventure. It was such a god thing because I didn't have to put hardly any money out of pocket into it. And I began trading working hours, flying hours with them. And then in May, the airplane I was renting was totaled. So I was out of an airplane. And I wasn't sure what I was trying to tell me, and what he was trying to lead me to do. So for the last 3 months, I haven't gone flying. I haven't been back to the airport since then. 3 days ago, we went to the airport. My flight instructor contacted me, and he wanted to settle up with our remaining hours. I had a couple hours left, and but he doesn't have an airplane to train me in anymore. So we were gonna settle up, and he decided that they're gonna hold the money, be Lord willing, to find something else for me to fly in. And well, the same afternoon, they gave me a call, and they said that they'd found another airplane, and that I'd be able to rent it. And so I was like, this is perfect. This is Yahweh's will right here. I'm gonna get back into the sky again. I'm just gonna keep renting an airplane. I'm gonna get back on track. But and not only. So now I have the ability to rent an airplane, and then while we were talking to him, I asked him what happened to the Kitfox that was inside the hangar a few months ago. I noticed it was in the hangar. He said, oh, well, the guy just kind of took it away, and he was having some trouble with it, and, I haven't seen it since. He took it flying. So I got the guy's number from him. We gave him the call, and the Lord worked it out just so that he was available that day. He said that we could come down that very day, and he said he hadn't listed it or anything. Nobody knew that it was for sale, and so he said we could come down the very day, yesterday. And so we took a 2-hour drive. We left. We were at the post office. We got down there in a hurry. When we got down there, it turns out that the airplane was in worse shape than we'd expected. It had been in a hard landing since last time I'd seen it, and so it needed some work. The Lord worked this out so much because that same day we went and done a bid. And when we did that bid, we got a deposit. And with that deposit, it turns out that was the same amount that we needed for this airplane. And so when we went out there, we were able to work it out. So we're going to trade some work and do some cash, but there's not going to be any debt involved. And we're on the airplane free and clear with no debt. And this airplane in flying conditions is worth about $30,000. In the conditions it's in, it's worth about $6,000 or $7,000. But now the Lord worked it out that it'll need about $1,000 to get it flying again. The Lord worked it out so I can get it for an extremely reasonable price, and I now have an airplane. And it's amazing is that Yahweh knows the desires of our hearts. And this airplane, if I had $1 million and I was going to buy an airplane, this would be the airplane I would buy. So this is like my dream airplane. I have an airplane now. It's so exciting because I actually have an airplane. This is like what I've always wanted. I've always wanted my own airplane, and now I finally have one. And Yahweh's just so good. the way he's worked it out. And I mean, he's worked it out so that way while I'm working on this airplane and while I'm getting this guy fixed up, I'll have another airplane to rent. And I didn't, and it was even more amazing because I didn't have to withdraw from my work hours with a flight instructor. I was able to use my savings to buy the airplane. So I'll still be able to fly with my flight instructor and still be able to get my work towards my pilot's license. And while I'm doing that, I could be working on this airplane. So when my hours are used up there, I'll be able to begin flying my own airplane here. So yeah, Yahweh just worked it out. It's just one giant miracle story. I mean, it's how Yahweh's perfectly orchestrated it. I mean, we could never have guessed how this was going to turn out, but it turned out, the fact that it turned out the way it did is just amazing, and I thank Yahweh so much for it.